For me, typically, a client is going to come to me when they're nearing retirement. I focus exclusively on retirement distribution planning. In my book, I talk about how to choose the right type of advisor. And there are 4 skills that you want to look for in an advisor, and I think I exhibit all 4 of those skills. I call it my track method. The T would be thoroughness. So how thorough are they in explaining to you what you own and why you own it? The R is responsiveness. So when you have a question, you want that advisor to get back to you. So my clients typically have my cell phone. They can send me an email or a text message on a weekend and I'll respond to them during the weekend. The A would be accuracy. And none of us know what the market's going to do from one day to the next. None of us have a crystal ball. When I say accuracy is if the advisor's presenting a product to you, like an annuity or a life insurance policy or a mutual fund, that they're explaining to you how that product works and all the relevant details of that product. And then the K would obviously be knowledge. If you're paying for advice, the person should have some expertise or knowledge in the area of what they're doing. In the course of retirement, one of the areas that I've noticed in my own practice as I'm doing retirement distribution, one of the most underserved areas are government employees. And the reason that is because I find that they've been drilled into their head from day one that they should not listen to advice, that they should trust the office expert, or that there's nothing better than the government, that they should be closed-minded and not think of the other opportunities that are out there. And what I found is that a lot of those people make some of the largest mistakes because maybe they take a large lump sum distribution from their retirement plan, or they'll go and convert a 6-figure retirement plan into a Roth IRA and not have the money in the bank to pay the taxes. What I've done is tried to actively market to government system employees who are nearing retirement to make sure that they avoid those types of mistakes. I follow what's called a time segmented allocation or a bucket approach. It's important that you understand that because retirement distribution planning is a completely different skill set than when you're saving for retirement. When you're saving for retirement, you have the benefit of time. So you could pick a bad investment. If you give it enough time, it will do okay. When you're in retirement, the opposite happens. And so you're pulling money out and you now have to sell more shares of what you own to get the same distribution when the market goes down. So what you have to do is take a hard look at your spending. And what we do in the first meeting as a new client, we craft what I call a well-defined goal. We're looking at developing what your actual spending is going to be in retirement by asking you, well, it's not just your paycheck that's stopping, it's 40 hours of your week, and it's a part of your identity, right? So it's how do you replace those things? Who are your interactions going to be with? Where do you want to live in retirement? How much thought have you given to painting the picture of how you're going to spend those 40 hours? And once we know that well-defined goal, we can assign a cost to it. And your spending becomes the central driver of your allocation. That's why there's no cookie cutter solution, because everyone's potential spending is different. And so as a client, you're going to meet with me every 3 months. And we're going to run your report as often as you like, but we're going to do kind of a temperature check and just make sure you're staying on pace and you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Because it's not enough to just put a plan in place. It's about holding yourself accountable and measuring. I want to be known for helping people live a more fruitful retirement. And so I want, at the end of the day, someone to come back and say, you know what, I lived better because I got advice and you got me on track.